Admit card is not yet issued. I think it will happen from tomorrow evening. Good evening, all. Yes, Janani, if you have any queries, please do type. Ayush, actually, admit card is not yet released. You can check in your portal by tomorrow evening. So we'll inform you those details through mail or message, and then you can go and check in the portal. So yes, we'll start our session in another 5 minutes. Just hold on, children are joining. I hope your model exam, lab exams is it's going. It has started. Okay. So from physics, there will be 30 questions. Maths, there will be 40 questions. Chemistry, 25. English, 5. So total of 100 questions, 2.5 hours, plus 3 marks for every correct answer and minus 1 for every wrong answer. Can anybody respond back whether am I audible or not? Hmm. Ayush, I hope you can hear me now. Am I audible, children? Just wanted to confirm it. Okay. Mm. Can anybody other than Ayush please reply? Ayush, I know you are facing difficulty. Okay, okay. So everybody is saying my voice is breaking. It's like today, actually, I'm taking the session from home, maybe because of that. I hope you can still hear me, even if it's breaking. Uh, okay, completely fine. Okay, okay. So, yes, just in another 2 minutes, we'll start. And okay, regarding the hall ticket, I have already replied. Now, I think there are no more queries. If there are any queries related to the exam or anything, please do type it in the chat box so I'll be able to help you. I hope there are no further queries. If there is anything, please do type in the chat box so that I'll be able to help you. So, from which chapter we'll be discussing today? Okay, so I think, okay. I have shared my screen. I hope it's visible. So Satvik, I think this might be the first session you're attending. So this is actually a problem solving workshop type of session, which will help you to understand more about the entrance examination, that's AEEE, and we'll be discussing some of the model questions of previous year of both AEEE as well as JEE. So yes, most of the questions that we are going to discuss today fall under the easy category of the chapter, that's vector algebra. And I think there is mix of questions also from different chapters. I hope the screen is visible. If it's visible, somebody can just put a message in the chat box. Okay, completely fine. So thank you all. So we'll start discussing from the first question. So given that A, B, and C are 3 unit vectors, so the value is equal to 1. So mode of vector A minus B square plus A minus C square is equal to 8. So what we have to find is mode of vector A plus 2 into vector B square plus mode vector A plus 2 into vector C square is equal to. So this is a very, very simple question. You just need to expand, or you just need to use the formulas that you have studied, and then it's easy for you to solve. Whatever is given, I have just written it. A, B, C are 3 unit vectors. That's the first part. Then they have given this value, this part, A minus B square plus A minus C square is equal to 8. What we have to find is A plus 2B square plus A plus 2C square. What's the value of this? And I think someone has asked a question in the chat box whether numerical type of questions comes in AEEE. We don't have numerical type of questions, but it's completely fine. The answers will be given as options and you have to choose one. It's completely multiple choice questions. There is nothing like a numerical type of questions. Everything will be there in the options. You just have to pick one from the option. Yes, if you have any query, please do type in the chat box. Sarvesh, I'm not able to hear you. Sorry, I don't see any comment in the chat box. So dear children, if there is anything, please do type it in the chat box so that I'll be able to help you. The first question is here. I have just read the question and I hope it's visible to all of you. So please start doing this. And once you have completed, please type the option in the chat box. I hope you're doing this question. I know there is a little bit difficulty today because of the network issue, but still I hope it's manageable. So yes, I think someone has given me an answer as 2. Okay. Yes, Siddharth and Satvika, we'll just check whether this is the correct option or not. So others, if you have completed, okay, yes, Sanjay. So if you have completed, please do type the answer in the chat box and we'll start discussing it. Okay. Okay, there is 6 also in the chat box. Okay, completely fine. Let's check. So yes, we'll start with whatever is given in the question. This is what I have. The first part is these three are unit vectors and this is what is given. So we could just expand with the formula that we have studied, right? So if we are using the formula that we have studied, we'll be able to form an equation. Because we don't know anything. We just know this part that's given in the question and those vectors are unit vectors. That's what the only thing that's given in the question. And they're asking us to find out this section. So if we're checking it, we have to have the values of A, B, and C in order to find this. Or we have to reframe these two such that we'll have some value and we'll be able to substitute it in its place. So that's how you have to think when you come across a question like this. That's how you should think when you come across a question like this. So yes, we'll start doing it. I think, okay. So this is the first part that's here. So I have expanded these two. So in this, after expanding all these terms, substituting for, I would say a square, b square, and all of them, I got something like a dot b minus a dot c is equal to -2. So once you solve all this, you have some, I would say, small equation in terms of what are vectors that are given. Now coming to the next equation, you can also equate this and you can just reduce the terms in such a way that it's AB plus AC, that's already you have the value. So AB plus AC was -2 that you have already found, and it's 10 minus 8, which is 2. I hope those kids who have given 3 or 6 as answer in the chat box, they got this answer as clear. They got the concept clear. So if there are any doubts, please do type it in the chat box. So this was the first part from where we have started. This is the part from where we have started. So I have something that's equal to 8. I have expanded this. I have expanded it and I got something like this one. Now I'm just going to expand this and I'm just going to substitute for a dot b, a dot c. Now this is 10 plus minus 8, which is 2. Now the second question is also a very simple question. I want all of you to answer. This is a previous year JEE question. Given that position vectors of points A and B, it's I plus j plus k to I plus j plus 3k. And they have given that a point P divides the line segment AB. This is a point P which divides this AB. Sorry, this is a point P which divides the line segment AB, and this is O, which is the origin, and they have given something. That's OP dot OB minus 3 into mode vector OA cross OP square is equal to 6. We have to find the value of lambda. We have to find the value of lambda here in this question. Position vector of points A and B, it's already given. They have given P is a point which divides the line segment AB in the ratio lambda is to 1 and lambda is greater than 1. That's also given. And O is origin. And they are telling us about OP, OB, and OA. So we have to find all of them with whatever is given in the question. And then we have to find the value of lambda. This is also a very simple type of question. So mostly these type of questions comes repetitively in the examination, and this is the format that you need to take care of. Okay, I think someone has given me the answer as 0.8. I hope the screen is visible again. Okay, I think Ranjit has given me the answer as 0.8. Let's see, Ranjit. So, dear children, if you have completed this, please do type the answer. Um, Dear children, please do kindly adjust for today. I'm also trying, I'm also switching my network, but still there is some issue, I think. Okay, Agil has also given me the answer as 0.8. Okay, completely fine. So I think that's the answer. I hope the screen is visible. If so, please put a yes in the chat box, somebody. Yes, I think Akshaya, everybody, Krishna, Ayush, everyone has started giving me answers. So regarding the questions of IEEE, I'll take all of them later towards the end of the session. Okay, thank you, Ram. So yes, I'll give you just one more minute and then we'll start discussing this. Okay, okay, completely fine. So yes, what are details? A is I plus J plus K, it's 111. B is 2 plus J plus 3K, it's 213. And I have just, okay, let it be like this. Oh, I'm so sorry. So yes, let us assume this is the line. Okay, okay. Now this is AB, this point is P, it's lambda 1 and this is O. Now what you have to find according to the question? It is lambda, right? What you have to find is actually lambda. And they have only given something, the clue is vector OP dot OB minus 3 into OA cross OP square is equal to 6. So you can initially find OP, right? So this was AB, this was P, and this is O. So you can initially find OP. How you will be able to find this? This point is actually 111. This point is actually 213. So 2 into lambda plus 1 by lambda plus 1, I cap plus, it's I plus j by, lambda plus 1 by lambda plus 1 j. Then it's 3. So 3 lambda plus 1 by lambda plus 1 k. So you can just simplify it and you have OP. Now coming to OB. So you can just solve for both and you will have this. Now OA cross OP, that's what you have to find out. The cross product OA and OP. So IJK, the values are 111 and this value you already have. So if you are solving this, you are having all those values. So you can just substitute for the values and you have this as 6. So once you solve this, once you just simply solve this for lambda, you'll get the value of lambda as 0.8. A very simple question. I'll just show this once again. For those students who have not got the answer, just hold on for a moment. Yeah, we have to start from here. We have started with OP, then OB, then OA cross OP. And I have the equation. I have substituted it. I got the answer for the lambda. Is this question clear? Can we move forward? Is there anything that you want to talk? Is there anything that you want to discuss or can we move forward? And this is the part where we have calculated OA cross OP. Then it's square. So we have done that and we have substituted for the equation OP dot OB minus 3 into OA cross OP square is equal to 6. I have substituted for everything. I have expanded it. I have solved it and I got lambda is equal to 0.8. Yes. Okay. Now this is the next question. If x and y be two non-zero vectors and those students who want to ask some question, You could just note down the question, and towards the end of the session, when everyone leaves, we will just discuss. Towards the end, because now we'll move forward as this question is clear to everyone. So those students who feel difficulty in any of the question, you can just note down the question and we will discuss it towards the end. Okay. So if x and y be two non-zero vectors such that vector x plus vector y is equal to x. So what is 2x plus lambda y? And they have given that 2x plus lambda is perpendicular to y. You need to find the value of lambda. This is a very simple question. There are two vectors. They have given x plus y equal to x. Its mode, okay. So 2 into x plus lambda y is actually that is perpendicular to y. So what's the concept? If two vectors are perpendicular, what we'll be able to write? That's the only thing that you need to have an idea about in solving the question. If two vectors are perpendicular, whether it's something like their dot product is 1, their dot product is 0, something like that we have studied, you have to use that and it's done. Yes, the dot product is 0. That I think a lot of students have typed in the chat box. So the only concept that is required in this question is x dot y is equal to 0. The only concept that is needed in the question is the dot product is 0. I want answer from you. I think you all have given me the concept, but I want answers from you. Once you've completed, please do type the answer in the chat box. The dot product is 0, Ranjit. Okay, Akhil, the answer is 1. Okay. So yes, I think we'll just discuss this quickly. It's a very simple question. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I have gone too far. Yes. This is what is given in the question. And I know there is something that's perpendicular to something. That concept is also given. And I want to find out the value of lambda here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find everything in the term of x, y, or trying to reduce this in terms of x, y. Why? Because you could see in the question clearly 2x plus lambda y is perpendicular to y. So if I'm taking square, it will be like x square plus 2xy plus y square equal to x square. So it's 2xy equal to y square. Now what is actually the dot product is 0. So 2xy plus lambda y square is equal to 0. Of this, you can see if you're taking this mode of y, it's like vector y square outside, it's minus 1 plus lambda. This will not be 0. This can't be 0. So what you have to do? This part cannot be 0. So this part cannot be 0. So you just need to equate it to 0. And if you're equating this part to 0, you'll get lambda is equal to 1. That's the very simple concept. It's a very simple question. And I think most of the questions that we discussed today, because it's for substitution, otherwise also you'll get the answer. Because if I'm just going to find the dot product, I'll be able to take everything in terms of y here, right? That's why I have done it there. That was the reason I have done it. Is this question clear, children? And I think most of the questions that comes from vectors are like, in JEE, it's mostly of that numerical type. Is this clear? Can we move forward? The initial part is, okay, just listen, just listen. This is what I have. So what I've done initially is I have squared these terms. Why I have done is, you'll come to know, I got something in terms of 2xy plus y square. This is actually directly here. 2x plus lambda y is perpendicular to y. So 2xy plus lambda y square is equal to 0. So for that 2xy, you can substitute for the y. And if you look into this, this value cannot be 0. right? So what is actually the other thing? The next part will be equal to 0. You can equate this to 0, and so lambda is equal to 1. Gayatri, is there anything that you want to ask? This is the first part. So if the product is 0, this is 2xy, this is lambda y square. So if I'm taking this y square outside, that's minus 1 plus lambda. So lambda is equal to 1, right? Because this will not be equal to 0. I hope it's clear. Just wanted to take your permission before moving forward. Dear children, can anybody respond? Is this fine? And can we move forward? Is this question clear, Sanjay? Thank you, Adarsh. And Gayatri, I'm waiting for your reply. If there is anything, please do type it in the chat box. So those students have already completed this question. You can move to the next question. Vector A and vector B, they are unit vectors. And you want to find the greatest value of root 3. It's mode vector A plus vector B and vector A minus vector B. And they have specifically given the greatest value of this. Okay, I think others you have given me the answer as 4. So we'll just wait for our children to complete and then we'll discuss it. Okay. Okay, completely fine, Sanjay. Okay, Akshaya, let's see. Okay. I think I got answer from 3 or 4 kids now. Okay, Janani, we'll just hold and then we'll start. Siddharth, please do recheck what you have done. Is there anything missing in any step? Please do confirm. So yes, I think let's discuss this question. Given that they are unit vectors and you have to find the greatest value. That's what the question is asking you to find. So I hope you all remember this question. Remember this form. It's a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So if it's unit vector, this will be obviously 1 plus 1 plus 2 cos theta. That is, if you're taking this 2 outside, it's 2 into 1 plus cos theta. And you can write this as 2 into 2 cos square theta by 2. That is 4 cos square theta by 2. But I only want a plus b, not the square. So what will be it? It will be 2 cos theta by 2. So I got the first one. Same way you can find out a minus b also. So it will be 2 sin theta by 2. So if you have these two values, you can just substitute and you can find out the greatest value. Very simple question. You just need to understand the logic. And as this numerical type of questions that comes in the JEE, it's like if you have mentioned it in, I would say, some of the nearest form, there is a chance that you might get answer. Okay. So this is what you'll get. It's root 3, 2 cos theta by 2, 2 sin theta by 2. So for maximum value, it could be root of a square plus b square, and for minimum value, it will be root of a square minus b square. So this will be, maybe you can take this 2 outside, then apply the formula, or it's like 12 plus 4, that is root 16, that is 4. Or you could write this as root of 3 square plus 1 square into 2, that is 2 into 2, which is 4. Okay, just a second, Anne. I hope this portion is clear to all of you. The basic concept, the basic formula that you have to apply, and then these two values you have, you can substitute it here. For the first term, there is a root 3 outside. So root 3 into 2 cos theta by 2 plus 2 sin theta by 2. So 2 you can take outside. It will be something like root 3 square plus 1 square into 2. Or you could write this as 2 into root 3 whole square plus 2 square. So it will be 12 plus 4, that is root 16, which is equal to 4. You could just look into this and you can see it's a cos theta, b sin theta form. So in that form, if we want the maximum value, it is root of a square plus b square. And if we want the minimum value, it is root of a square minus b square. So I've directly applied for a square plus b square and I got the answer. I hope now you got the idea, and yes. So I hope, Anne, it's clear. Can we move forward? Okay. Now I think I have the next question. Yes. This is a very simple question. A, B, C are 3 vectors such that they have given me the value of A, B, and C. It's 2, 4, 4. The same common type that repeats in entrance examination. Projection of B on A is equal to projection of C on A. And they will say 2 of them are perpendicular. B is perpendicular to C. Then they want us to find A plus B minus C. I would say very common pattern that repeats often. The same concept, the same type. And often, most of the time, these sentences is also similar in those questions. Like they'll give us the 3 vectors. Sometimes they'll say they are unit vectors. Then they'll give us the concept. Projection of B on A is equal to the projection of other 2. And the other one is perpendicular. That's B is perpendicular to C. And only this term of the question changes in most of the cases. Okay, I think I got the answer from kids. Okay, somebody gave me answer as 36. Somebody gave me answer as 6. Okay, it's 6 only, completely fine. So I think most of you got the answer as 6. Okay, yes, Krishna, we'll wait for more children to complete this and then we'll start discussing the remaining, or then we'll start discussing it. So just, okay, just 1 or 2 minutes. I think most students are just started doing it. And I think, yeah, I've started getting answers. Okay. Yes. So whatever is given in the question, I have this 3. The values A is 2, B is 4, and C is 4. Projection of A on, B on A is equal to projection of C on A. So C dot A is equal to B dot A, right? And B is perpendicular to C, so the dot product is 0. So B dot C is equal to 0. Now coming to this, it's easy for me if I'm just using this square, or if I'm just using this formula, a plus b minus c. So this is a square plus b square plus c square, 2ab minus bc minus ca, because you have to check the sign. So here, in this case, they have given AB is equal to CA. So you can substitute CA as AB and BC is 0. So this term is completely gone. So this is 2 square, this is 4 square, this is 4 square. So 16 plus 16 plus 4, that is 36. But we actually need this value. So it's root of 36, which is equal to 6. Yes, it's 6. So yes, I hope this concept is clear. This question is clear. Can we move forward? Is this clear, children? Projection of B on A is equal to C on A. So B dot A is equal to C dot A. And it's perpendicular. So B dot C equal to 0. Then you could just solve for the values. So you will get this as 36. So what is actually the value? It's root of 36, which is equal to 6. So I hope this question is clear to all of you. Is this clear, dear children? I think if so, please do respond. I think somebody has raised their hands. Okay, completely fine. Yes, just a second. We'll move to the next question. Yes. So this is the next question, which is the sixth one. If A cross B, B cross C, C cross A, which is equal to lambda into, this is actually the scalar triple product. So A, B, C square. Then what is actually the value of lambda? That is what you have to find out. I think generally the screen is now visible. I have just stopped sharing and then I have restarted. So I hope it's visible now. This is an old question, a previous year question. A cross B, B cross C and C cross A is equal to lambda into the scalar triple product of A, B, C. It's like the square. So then what is the value of lambda? So please start doing this. I hope everybody knows the concept of scalar triple product. The scalar product of a vector with the cross product of the other two vectors, something like A dot B cross C. That's the concept that you need to use here. A dot B cross C. So just start doing this question. I think somebody has given me answer as 1. Someone has given me the answer as 2. Okay. So please start doing this question. Okay. There is a 0 also. Oh my God. All the answers are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's check. So kindly hold on and please do recheck what you are doing. And then we'll discuss this questions. There is 0, 2, 3 and 1. All of them are in the option. Okay, I think Okay, now I think you have just started revisiting it and there are changes in the option. Completely fine. Okay. So please do keep other questions aside. We'll just discuss it towards the end. Okay. So yes, this is what I know from this basic. I'll be able to write this as A cross B, B cross C cross C cross A, right? Because it's A, the dot product and the cross product of the other two, A dot B cross C. So if this is the part, I'll be able to write this as B cross C dot A into C minus B cross C dot C into A. So this is the same and I'll be able to write this as scalar triple product of A, B, C, right? I'll be able to write this as scalar triple product of A. Oh, I'm sorry. So this is the initial part. I've just rechanged it at it as A cross B dot B cross C cross A, where I'll be able to write this as A cross B dot this as B cross C dot A C minus B cross C dot C A. So this is actually B cross C dot A C, that is A B C into C. So this one A cross B dot C, I'll be able to write this as scalar triple product of ABC and ABC. So it's square. So this is what is given in the question and what is the value of lambda here? It's obviously 1. So the correct answer for this question is actually 1. Yes, I think now most of you have given me the answer as 1. Is this question clear? Otherwise, we'll just discuss it again. This is the part from where we have started. The initial part, we have just applied the formula. Okay. If there is anything, please do type it in the chat box, then I'll be able to help you. So this is the first part. I have changed it, or we'll be able to rewrite this as B cross C dot AC. So this is ABC and this is ABC. So it's square. So here comparing these terms, value of lambda will be 1. Now, this is the next question. Those who have completed, you can just start doing this question. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, completely fine. I just want you to understand this concept. That's why I've discussed it. No, that's why I asked you to type in the chat box. I'm saying I just want you to understand that this concept is there. Maybe this question might not come in this year's syllabus. We are discussing the previous year questions. Whatever is given in the syllabus in the website, that will be asked in the entrance examination. That's it. So I've just shared the screen once again. I hope the question is visible. The edges of a parallelepiped are of unit length and are parallel to non-coplanar unit vector ABC. So they have given A dot B equal to B dot C equal to C dot A equal to 1 by 2. Then what's the volume of the parallelepiped? Okay, I'm so sorry. Just a second. Okay. Okay, let's check which is the correct option for this question. Kindly hold on, dear children. Okay. So whatever is given in the question, I have rewritten those details that A dot B, B dot C, C dot A is equal to 1 by 2. And the volume is the same thing that we have discussed in the previous question. And if you're taking square of it, I'll be able to write this, right? I have all the values here, which is given in the question. So if I'm directly applying or substituting for all the values, I'll be able to get this answer. That's the square value is equal to 1 by 2. But in the question, it's directly asking for, it's not asking for the square, so the value will be 1 by root 2. I think most of you got this answer is correct because it's there in the chat box. Yes. So I think we have completed this question and almost all of you have given me the option A itself. Completely fine. I hope Ram, it's clear for you. This part is clear for you. I think so. If there are any queries, please do type it in the chat box, Ram. Okay. Now this is the next question. A and B are position vectors of A and B. So it's given. The position vector of C on AB produced such that AC equal to 3 times AB. So you need to find out the position vector of C on AB. And you have something in terms of A and B here. And the answer is in that terms. That also you need to take care. A and B are position vectors and C on AB. Okay. And the only clue that's given us AC is equal to 3AB. And if there is anything that you want to communicate, please do make use of the Q&A. Okay. I think Srinidhi has given me answer completely fine. Let's check Srinidhi if that's the correct answer. I'm waiting for more students to respond and then we'll start discussing it. Okay, it's 3B minus 2A. Okay, let's wait and then we'll discuss it. Yes, I think almost all of you have given me the answer. Okay, completely fine. Let's discuss this. So yes, this is a very simple question. Gayatri, if there is anything, please do type in the chat box. So yes, this is the initial parts that's given. A, B, C on A, I need to find out. This is the only thing that I have. So if AC by AB, I will get this as 3 by 1. Now, what is actually BC? BC can be calculated as AC minus AB, right? So I have 3 and 1. So I'll be able to get the value of BC as 2. So what is actually AB by BC? It's 1 by 2. Now I have all the values and I just need to apply the section formula. I have all the values and I just need to apply the section formula with what is given in the question. So it's vector A, vector C, right? So 2 into A plus 1 into C by 2 plus 1. So thus you'll actually get us 2B is equal to 2A plus C. Now C is equal to 3B minus 2A, which is option D. A very simple question. Yes, I think Gayatri, yes, there is negative marking. It's -1 for every wrong answer and +3 for every correct answer. Gayatri, I think you were asking something, but I'm not able to understand. Can you please type it in the chat box? AC is equal to 3AB. So AC by AB, it's 3:1. So BC, I'll be able to write this as AC minus AB. So it's 3 minus 1, it's 2. So I got BC as 2. Then AB by BC is 1 by 2. So now I have everything, all the values A, B, and C. So B is equal to 2A plus C by 2 plus 1. Right? So this is 3B is equal to 2A plus C. That's option D. Now you have another question here. Okay, completely fine. Gayatri, what you can do is, I hope you have mailed to btech@amrita.edu. I think so. Okay, I'll just type that mail ID in the chat box for all of you. Just a second, children. To everyone, it's btech@amrita.edu. I hope the mail ID is visible. Is the mail ID visible, children? Okay, completely fine. So if there is anything related to the exams, please do type a mail there. So yes, now moving on to the last question of today. It's A, B, C are unit vectors such that A plus 2B plus 2C equal to 0. I just want to find out A cross C. I just want you to find out A cross C. I'll just show you the options also. Yes, I hope it's visible. Oh, it's difficult. Okay. Okay, Ranjit, let's check. Kindly hold on. So the fourth option is, okay, somebody is asking for the fourth option. It's root 15 by 16. I don't know whether you have taken a note of the question. So please do that first. Vector A, vector B, and vector C are unit vectors such that A plus 2B plus 2C equal to 0. You want to find, I want you to find out A cross C. Okay, I got most of you are replying. It's option A. That's 15 by, sorry, root 15 by 4. Okay, completely fine. Let's check this. Yes. Okay, okay. I'll just show you this case. So A cross C I need to find out. So I just want A cross C. Okay. So what I've done is I've just rearranged this A and C to one side and this is minus 2B. So if I'm squaring on both sides, I'll just get something in terms of this relation. From this, I'll be able to find out the value of AC. If I have AC, that's I'll be able to expand this as, and I'll be able to find the value of cos theta. It's clearly given that in the given in the initial part of the question that they are unit vectors. Clearly, they have given that they are unit vectors. So cos theta equal to minus 1 by 4. So you could just substitute in this way for sine theta. It's AC, it's cross product, right? So sine theta, if this is minus 1 by 4, this is 15 by 16. So if you are substituting for it and A and C is 1, it's root 15 by 4. That's a way you can just solve it. One method. And even you can go with this way. The same way I have just expanded it. I have got the value of C as minus 1 by 4. So A cross C square, you can write this as CA square plus A cross C square is equal to A square C square. So you can substitute for the values, and here also you'll be able to get this. Cross square is equal to 15 by 4. So A cross C is equal to root of 15 by 4. Sorry, root of 15 by 16. So it's root 15 by 4. So both ways you can answer this question. So it's just the same thing depending on how or which method you want to follow in answering the question. So I hope this question is also clear to all of you. Is this clear, children? Do I need to explain again? Okay, completely fine. Okay. So yes, Gayatri, I'll just check from my side also. Is there any possibility in adjusting the dates or allotting new slots? So yes, if you have any further queries, please do type in the chat box. And somebody was asking about the marking scheme. So it's +3 for every correct answer and -1 for every wrong answer. And it's 40 mathematics, 30 physics, 25 chemistry, 5 English. That's what the pattern is. And those students who are having any queries, please do post it in the chat box so that I'll be able to help you. So all the others, thank you so much for joining. I hope this was useful. And I think we have already discussed on which chapter we'll be discussing for the next week. Which is the chapter which we're going to discuss for next week? I think it's conic sections and we have not discussed it. So yes, just go through the conic section formulas if you have time. The scholarships and everything will happen only after the ranks are published. Actually, once you have selected the slot changing was not possible. It's completely like that, but still you can just send a mail to btech@amrita.edu regarding the slot change, asking or requesting for a slot change. So if there are vacant seats, I think that is possible. But there should be vacant seats. That's what I know. So thank you so much, children, and all the best to all of you for your lab exams as well as the IEEE Phase 1 examination. So scholarship, I think Akshaya. So scholarship will be based on the rank that you have secured in IEEE. Yes, you can write both the phases and the best percentile will be considered for ranking. I think maybe from 13th or tomorrow night, you'll get those details. And once admit cards are, yes, 30% of seats in Amrita is through JEE. So we are accepting JEE main score. Syllabus of the examination is available in the website in the information handbook. That is amrita.edu/btech. There is a document that you can download called the information handbook, which contains the whole process. And towards the end of the document, you can get the syllabus. That number for the non-scholarship quota also, Akshaya, the number is given in the website. So please do call them. Yes, so you can wait for the admit card details. Most probably you'll receive it tomorrow or day after. Okay. And most probably by tomorrow evening or day after. Now there is nothing to worry. As you've booked the slots, the admit card will be there in your page and you can just, in your portal, and you can just log in and download it. Yes. So thank you so much, children. And we'll meet on next Thursday evening, same time at 6 to 7 p.m. And thank you so much for attending. Thank you all.